Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. For today's video, it's going to be a different one, okay? It's going to be a different one. I'm going to be opening my heart to you all. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be catching up. It's been long overdue. I will be repeating words like honestly 1,000 times. So if you want to do water shots so that we are hydrated together, you can grab a water bottle so that, we have glowing skin by the end of the video. But yes, I will be talking about a lot of things. I asked you guys to ask me some questions and there were some recurring questions. So I wanted to answer them so that, we are on the same page about a lot of different things. I just want to quickly state that I'm not trying to shade anyone in this video. These are only my opinions. Please take them as just my opinions, my viewpoints. Everyone has their own viewpoints and opinions, and I'm entitled to share mine with you. So yeah, without any further ado, and I'm palpitating and I'm sweating because I'm so nervous. How are you going to react to this video? But yeah, let's do this. Positive energy, and negative corona. Let's go. I don't think I'll mentally ever be prepped for this video, so at least I'll do my skin prep because that's the next best thing, right? So we're gonna start with all guns loaded. We're gonna start with the most asked question: why do I not vlog anymore? Why don't I show my personal life anymore? You get the gist, right? And there is no one answer for this, and this is gonna be slightly difficult for me to talk. So if I don't make sense or if I struggle to complete sentences, please know that it is taking a lot of my strength, a lot of my mental strength to talk about this. All right, so we're gonna start from the start, and I'm sorry if it gets slightly confusing. If you're newer here and you're like, what the hell is wrong with this girl, I'm really sorry if that happens to you. Okay, so I think when I started YouTube, I was very open about everything. I used to vlog, I used to do day in my life, I used to do best friend tags and all of that. Now those videos, like most of the videos, are now private. Like my best friend tags and all are private, so there's no point in even searching it out because you won't be able to find it. I think it took the breakdown of a certain friendship for me to realize that I can't put myself out there. I built this really strong wall around myself so that I couldn't get hurt. By that, what I mean is, when you're putting something out in the public, it is up for scrutiny, right? Like I know that it's up for scrutiny. What I didn't realize was how much will it affect me. So as I was saying, it took the breakdown of a certain friendship. Again, if you've been here since a while, you would know whom I'm talking about. I'm never going to take names, so you just have to like do your guessing game. So it was a very public friendship because obviously it was like between two YouTubers, so it was a very public friendship. I was in a lot of the vlogs, and it was like a very quick friendship. Like we made our friendship went to the next level really quickly. It was all about us like roaming around every day, all day. Used to meet really frequently, and it was always like she was vlogging about it or something, because I feel like, okay, I'm going to say this out loud, and I'm not trying to wash dirty laundry in public, but I never put my side of the story across. I saw my name dragged over and over again, million times. I saw my name being used in video titles. I don't know, to gain views or what, I don't know. But I never put my side of the story across, and that always made me look like the bad person. Like I was always the person because of whom the friendship broke down. I saw comments after comments telling me how I was the bad one, how I was the wrong one, and it took me to a place mentally where I just wasn't happy. Like it really took a toll on me, and I know my truth, and I know what happened, and I know that no matter what the relationship is, if it's a friendship, if it's my family, I'm always the giver. Like I will always give, I will always go out of my way to make a person happy, and I will always listen to your problems, I will always listen to your issues, but I won't do the same to you. Like I rarely talk about my issues to anyone. I never ever open about my negative emotions easily. Like that just doesn't happen. So I thought, it's time. Like if you told me a couple of years ago that I will sit down and talk about this, I would have laughed. I would be like, yeah, whatever. But I think it's time that I put out my side of the story, because I think a lot of times people don't realize that any relationship happens two ways, and there are always two stories, and at the end of the day it will be your decision to believe whoever story you want to believe. So even in the vlogs that I was there, I was always made to look like the bad person. I used to go through the comments of all of the vlogs, which I think was something I shouldn't have done, because it really like takes a toll on you. So no matter whatever I did, I was always the spoiled brat. I was always the one who was a little bit more out there, more rude one, more this, more that, no matter whatever I did, okay? And it just made me feel so less of for myself, and those comments were never deleted. I know for a fact that if someone was attacking my friend or my family, I would have deleted those comments or replied back with a sassy, badassy comment, because I care for those people. And that's another reason why I don't include my family so often, because I cannot stand anyone saying anything bad about my family. Like, it just can't happen. I might fight with them all day, all night, but if someone from outside comments on them, I won't be able to take it. So that never really happened in our friendship. I did 1,000 things. Like, there are lists and lists of things that I did for that friendship, that I did for the friend, for them to feel good, for them to feel worthy. There have been times when I've given away my content ideas that I had thought of. I had stopped, I had delayed my videos so that they could get the first movers advantage, because back in the day, new launches and their reviews were like the thing. Like, the quicker you review a thing, the more views you get. So I have delayed my videos for them to get more views. I have done all of that. And after that, to see that you are being villainized, you're being told that you're the brat, and because of you the friendship broke, because you had ego issues, by people on the internet who don't even know how the dynamics of that relationship, it really puts you in a sphere where you feel like, I don't want to share anything. Okay, I want to build this wall. I'm gonna just keep it professional, this makeup tutorial, product recommendations, and be done with it. And it took me a lot of time to work on this, to heal, to deal with all of this, to make myself come to a place where I am okay with just listening to those comments but not letting it get to my heart. Okay, it really took me a long while to get to that place. And I'm not here trying to blame anyone for whatever they did, because I'm sure that everyone has their own reasonings for whatever that they did and what felt right to them at that point of time. But people often forget that whatever they do have repercussions on someone else and their mental health. And you can be woke about things later on, but in the moment, if you've hurt someone and if you've left someone, literally left someone, I never got the closure of why the friendship broke down. I was just told off one day, and I cried for nights and nights and nights in my bed. And I've talked about this earlier too, that I cried in, and I don't cry, I'm not a crying person, I don't do that. Okay, so I cried and cried and cried in my bed for nights, because I just didn't know, like, what had I done that was so wrong for this person to just move away from me, just push me off and just not talk to me ever again. I apologized for no fault of mine. I was like, listen, I don't know what I've done, but if there's anything that I've done wrong that has hurt you or anything, I am sorry. I am sorry over a million times. Just accept me back. I was so in love, because no matter what friendship it is for me, I love with a heart that is so huge and so open, and I love you endlessly. Like, honestly, if my first crush from school came and told me that, Shreya, you have to give your life for me, I'll be like, okay, I'll do that if you need that. Like, if that is, it's that's gonna help you, I'll do that. So yeah, I'm a giver. I'm a total giver. I don't know. I'm not saying if it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. I've been working on giving myself the priority. So far, hasn't been working that well, but I've been doing that. So that, of course, is one of the biggest reason I stopped vlogging, because I felt like the more I'm gonna put out, the more I have to be answerable to people. Because till date, I get questions like, "Why? What happened? Tell us." And I just didn't feel comfortable in talking about it, because it was so raw for me. I was so hurt, and I saw all of the videos after that being posted, and how it wasn't that raw for the other person, how they were able to call my name out in a video and just talk about me in a video. But here I am, and my heart is broken into a million pieces, and I'm just not even able to, come to terms with this breakup of sorts. And it didn't affect the other person, so I built this wall across my heart that I'm not going to vlog, I'm not going to let anyone in. But do know that just because I'm not sharing things online doesn't mean it doesn't happen in real life. A lot of you think that I don't have like a personal life, but that's not true. That's honestly not true. I do have a personal life. I do have friends who are really good to me, who are with me through thick and thin, who know who I am, and they know what has happened, and they realize that, and they realize the fact that I might not be always available for them, because I want to put myself first, and they appreciate that. They don't ask for things from me. They don't ask for me to do things that would help them succeed in life. I hope you guys are understanding what I'm trying to say. So Yeah, I mean, that was one of the biggest reasons. Secondly, as I grew up, I started to realize that social media is not for everyone, all right? It's not for everyone. Like, my brother doesn't like social media. He's not a social media person, and neither is my bhabhi. So, I have to respect their decisions, right? Like, I decided to be on a social media platform, so I can vlog, but they've not decided. So, I'm not going to force them to be in a vlog just to get some views. That's like really, really wrong, okay? That's really wrong. I don't want to put them on social media for myself and my gains. I see that happening a lot. Like, people are very, very uncomfortable in the vlogs, but they're still there because it's gonna help someone else get those views, because that's what people want to see. I don't know why, but a lot of people want to see other people's lives, and I honestly, I don't sort of understand that. But again, I who am I to say anything, honestly? So I'm not going to put that, and that's why I didn't even disclose the date of my brother's wedding till it happened, because my brother didn't disclose it, and who am I to disclose it? It's not my wedding. So I am honestly no one to say, oh, he's getting married on this date. But yeah, my brother got married, if you don't know that. My brother got married, and I did share a lot of snippets from that on my Instagram, and I asked before sharing that, can I share this? Are you okay with this? Because my platform is a public platform, a lot of people will be seeing it. So I always do that. I respect everyone's decision, and if they don't want to be on social media, I don't force them. Somewhere down the line, maybe I get into vlogging. I don't know. I can't say that. I can't see the future. I'm not a psychic. So, I don't know, maybe somewhere down the line, or if I get to travel solo again sometime soon. I mostly vlog when I'm traveling solo. I used to do that before this pandemic. So if I'm traveling solo, I might do that. As of right now, I can't say when I'll be vlogging next. A lot of you guys are asking for my brother's wedding vlog, and I don't even know what made you think I could vlog while running the whole show. Like, literally, I was the wedding organizer of my brother's wedding. I was running here and there and everywhere. I managed everything on my own. I did a lot of things. Of course, my family did help me along, but I did a lot of things. So, vlogging alongside with that, impossible. You can only vlog in weddings if you're a guest, okay? घर की शादी में खाना भी नहीं मिलता है, and you're asking for a vlog. That doesn't happen, boo. That doesn't happen. If you have a wedding planner, then maybe you can do that. If you are that free, you can do that. I wasn't free. I was managing the wedding, so there is no wedding vlog because I didn't shoot it. The next thing people really wanted to know were my viewpoints and opinions on the whole influencer culture, sponsorships, and all of that. I want to start off by saying that I don't like to call myself an influencer. Who am I to influence anyone? Honestly, I'm just a tiny little imperfect human, and I don't think I'm someone who can influence anyone. And I think that's true for everyone. Like, you shouldn't be influenced by anyone, because all of us have imperfections. So I don't think why we should think of ourselves as an influencer. However, I do get it. It's the it term right now, like lifestyle influencer, beauty influencer, fashion influencer. I'm just a small content creator right here, and I'd like to keep it that way, honestly. Let's talk about sponsorships, because a lot of you guys again are interested in my viewpoints on sponsorships. Now, there are no certain rules and laws in India regarding influencer culture altogether, let alone like sponsorships. So I think like people in India get away with a lot because there are no rules and laws in place. Even before any rule or law came into place, I always disclose my sponsorships because I was so excited. Now, another thing you need to know about me is that I'm an undervaluer. So whenever someone comes to me till date, okay, till date, if I get a offer that's like, whoa, I'm like, why are they paying me so much? Like, what do they see in me? I always undervalue myself. Again, I'm not trying to say it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. That's just how my brain is wired. So I always undervalue myself. So whenever I got an opportunity, I always tend to be like, guys, this company is partnering up with me. So I always disclosed it because I was so proud of the fact that someone saw something in me to pay me to just talk about them. So it was like a big deal for me. A lot of people don't disclose their sponsorships in India, which is honestly very, very unethical. You owe that sort of transparency to your viewers, the one who've built you up. So that is something I feel is pretty, pretty unethical. And I think like people again get away with it. They really, really do. I mean, imagine if you were like in a proper 9 to 5 where you can be penalized for, not disclosing things that you are meant to disclose for that job. You wouldn't be doing that, right? You wouldn't be doing unethical practices, you won't be not disclosing them. So I think people really need to understand that if they are calling this, oh, this is a bread and butter, this is my job, then treat it like a job. Be ethical about it. Like, that's just honestly my straight up opinion about that. I'm not trying to like call anyone out, not share anyone out, not offend anyone out. It's just my opinion, and take it as it is. You don't have to follow it. You don't have to like think of me as better than anyone. I'm not better than anyone. I don't want to sound like that. It's just an opinion that I have, and because you guys asked for my opinion, I'm sharing my opinion. A lot of you actually were asking me to talk about fake influencers and all of that. Now, again, who am I to call anyone fake? I mean, for all I know, people might find me fake, and I get it. Like, I honestly get it. Because I think there was a point in my YouTube life where I think people lost trust in me, because all you could see on my channel was Nika, 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 Nika. And I didn't even do it for the money, honestly, because there were so many times when I just did it because I created this really good friendship with the person who was working at Nika, and she used to call me up and just say, can you please post about this, because we really need to push it, but we don't have the budget. And I was like, yeah, fine, no problem, girl, you got it. Again, I'm a giver in the relationship, so that I tend to like build these friendship with different PRs, and then it just bites me back in the ass. So even when I didn't do it for the monetary gain, I was touted like, oh, she's just Nika's puppet, and a lot of people till date think that. So I'm just thankful that there came a point in my life where I took that step back, and I started to realize that people are losing their trust in me, and I'm doing this for a community. So at the end of the day, I didn't earn that much money, and I lost the faith of my subscribers. I lost the trust that I had gained over a period of time, which really sucked because I didn't do it for the money. Like, I know a lot of people who are starting with influencing or content creation today, they know that they want to create a career out of this. When I started doing YouTube, it wasn't even a career option. Like, there was no money involved. You did it because you just truly wanted to create a community. And I'm just gonna digress here for a moment. Like, that's why I don't indulge into numbers so much, because what is a million views if like not even 10% of them are going to be a part of your community? And if they're just coming to your video to either troll you or just see that bit of information and then go. I'm here for the community, even if it's small, even if you think I deserve more. I know that I deserve a community, and I already have a community, so I'm pretty content with that. And I think it's honestly in your hands, like your hands, the one that you have right here, your hands, to make sure you subscribe to people who you want to be a part of community of. Like, that was grammatically completely incorrect, but what I'm trying to say is that if you feel there's an influencer or a content creator out there who's not being true to you, who's not being ethical, don't subscribe to them. Don't indulge with their activities. They will realize in a matter of time that whatever they're doing is something that's completely wrong, and they will change their paths. At least that's what happened in my case. I realized that you guys were losing faith in me, and I realized that there was a little too much of Nika. No matter how many cons I gave about a product review, you guys never trusted me. No matter how true I was being to you, you guys never trusted me on that. And I'm still facing the repercussions of that to this day. No matter how many times I've spoken against Nika, that people think that I am a puppet of Nika and I'm trying to publicize them. No matter what I do, that will always be a part of me, and I'm not blaming you guys for that. I want to take whole and sole responsibility for this, because that was something wrong on my behalf. I did let my friendship with the PR or my greed of just getting work, like, it wasn't even the money, it was the greed of getting work. I was just so proud that a company like Nika wanted to work with me. So the greed, I let that greed take over me, and I have to, of course, face the repercussions for it. That is just how it works. At the end of the day, I am no one to call anyone fake. I don't know their journey. I don't know why they are taking up the sponsorships that they are taking. All I know is that it's really important to be transparent. No matter what sponsorship you're taking, no matter how much you're getting paid, it's important to let your viewers know that it is a paid partnership. And I think it's very easy to make out a paid partnership, because there's going to be only 1% of the companies who are going to let you have complete freedom. Okay, complete freedom. And that's what I've realized. Like, with campaigns and all of this, it was taking such a mental toll on me, because I was always like wanting to be correct. Like, every point has to be mentioned, whatever they say, whatever they tell you to say. And I've been here for a while, so I know that no matter whatever anyone's telling you, there's only going to be 1% of companies who are going to give you complete freedom. So wait for those opportunities. For me, that was MACxShreyaJain, which I'm going to talk in a bit, because a lot of you guys wanted to know about that. But for me, that was MACxShreyaJain, because they gave me complete freedom. I chose everything from scratch. Everything. I chose the names, I chose the colors, I chose the design that went on the box, I decided the photos that went on the box. So I had the freedom over everything. Not every company is going to give you, they are going to give you some points that you have to talk about when you're talking about the review. So of course you lose your voice when you say those pointers out loud. You lose your own individual nature when you agree to that. And you have to realize, like, as a content creator or as an influencer, that every single time you do that, you lose a little bit of trust in someone. They might stay for a bit, but they'll not be here forever. They will see through that one day, and they will go away. You might be popular right now, but popularity, just like beauty, doesn't last forever. Trust lasts forever, personality lasts forever. So creating that is much more important for me, and that is why I have stopped doing a lot of paid partnerships. I don't do mass campaigns. Every single time a company calls me up and they're like, we really want you on this campaign, I always ask them, is it a mass campaign? And if it's a yes, I just say no, I don't do that. So yeah, for me, what has become the prime importance is my community, and I'm here for that. Like, I love this switch because I'm just so much more free now. Like, I feel so free. I can truly talk about things that I like, that I don't like, without the fear of being kicked out of the PR list, without the fear of never getting a sponsorship from that again, because I don't want a sponsorship. I don't want that. Where am I earning from, you ask? Because a lot of you guys are wanting to know that. There are affiliate links. So there are some links that I use in my description box. If you click through them, I do like get paid a commission on that. So in this way, I'm not forcing you to buy anything. I'm giving you genuine reviews, genuine recommendations, and if you wish to purchase it, I will earn a part of it, from like part of the purchase. I'm making no sense, am I? But yeah, so I don't have to force you guys to buy anything. I'm not pushing any product down your throat, but I'm still earning and I'm happy. Like, I might earn lesser than most people do on the internet, like of my stature, or even like lower than me, because they end up taking up so many sponsorships. But I'm happier and I'm a freer person, and I can talk whatever I want to talk about. I can say that this product's shit because it is shit, because I truly feel it is shit, and I don't have to worry that, oh my god, this company is going to be so pissed at me. So yeah, I'm such a happier person ever since I've stopped doing so many sponsorships. Like, you have no idea. For the last year, like in 2019, I guess, I was not working a lot, because I never really worked a lot except Nika. Yikes. I learned that lesson really quickly, like really quickly. So I never like worked a lot, but in 2019 I was taking up a lot of different sponsorships, and it was taking such a toll on me. I was always running on deadlines, always working and working, and not working out of my own happiness. I mean, right now what I'm doing, I'm really happy in doing that. I'm happy in creating this content because it's content that's coming from my heart. It's not a content piece that a company has given to me to create, right? So I'm really happy in doing that, and I think that's where I found my sweet spot, my balance of earning and working and still being true to you. Let's quickly talk about MACxShreyaJain, because a lot of you guys wanted to know my views on it. Now, if you don't know what MACxShreyaJain is, basically last year I collaborated with MAC Cosmetics for an international collaboration. So I was literally everywhere around the globe where MAC is for a Diwali campaign. And if you know anything about me, you know how much I love Diwali. I do Divalog, okay? So I'm a Diwali person. So it was a match made in heaven, and they gave me whole and soul freedom. They reached out to me, and again, me being the undervaluer that I am, like, why would you want to collaborate with me? With tiny little me, what are you getting out of this? You're such a huge company and I'm a nobody. Why would you do that? But yeah, they were so good. Like, the girls over at MAC, they are just the best people to work with, because they'll give you the whole freedom. At least with me, my experience was flawless. Like, there is not one thing I would change about that campaign, and I was just so happy. We sold out really quickly. Like, a lot of things sold out before they went live. They sold out when they were on test runs, and we were like blown away by the love that she showed. I was overwhelmed. Like, if there's one word I would use for that whole experience, it is overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed every single time I was tagged in a story, every single time one of you decided to go to a mall and click a photo with my photo, every single time I went to a mall and saw myself there. I was overwhelmed. That is the only word I can use. But yeah, overall the experience, it was so good, you guys, and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Like, it was just one of the best experiences I've had. So, a lot of you also have questions regarding YouTube, and I'm happy to answer them for you guys. So, the first thing, of course, is people want to know about my earnings. Now, as I've told you, I earn a lot through affiliate links, so that really works out for me. As for YouTube income, I haven't gotten paid by YouTube in over 2 years now, because like the fool I was as a child, I signed up with an MCN and now they're just not terminating my contract no matter how many times I get in touch with them, and they've not paid me for over 2 years. So whatever I earn from YouTube doesn't even go into my pocket, it's going into their pockets, and I don't know if I'll ever get that money. And I've been trying to get off that MCN for over 2 years now, but it's just not happening. And I don't know anyone over at YouTube who can help me out with this. So yeah, I am literally just wholly and solely earning out of one or two collaborations that I do in a year and the affiliate links that I use. And I'm happy. I'm not saying that, oh my god, why am I not earning and this and that. Nah, I'm okay. I'm honestly okay. This might come from a place of privilege, because I did grow up in a nice household, but I am okay with it. I don't take money from my parents. I spend only what I earn. I do contribute a little bit to my household, whatever I can, whatever capacity I can, because I'm honestly a nobody in front of of my parents. So yeah, I try to do whatever I can, and I don't overstep my boundaries. I know how to manage my finances a little bit. My dad helps me, of course, but I don't overdo things. Then a lot of you wanted to know about how I work, my team, and everything. I don't think I have ever formally introduced you guys to my team, so I think I should do that right now. This is my team. This one right here is my team. I do everything by myself. So the camera that you're seeing right here, like the camera that you're seeing through this, has been set up by me. The lens, the settings, everything has been set up by me. The lighting that I shoot in is set up by me through a lot of trials and errors. It took me a lot of while to figure out what lighting is working the best for me. Best in the sense that what is the truest representation of the products and the true color representation of the products. So best in that way. And I shoot by myself, so I don't have someone who's shooting for me. I always shoot by myself, and this is how I shoot by myself. Sorry for the dirty phone, some makeup product is on it as usual, but my phone is Wi-Fi enabled, so I have an app that I can shoot it via. So I have this button right here. You can see the volume, the voice recording, and everything. So you have everything right here. All right, so that's how I shoot my videos. I can stop my video recording from right here and just switch it on from right here. So that is how I record. I do have my mom who sometimes helps me with my fashion videos, and she shoots some of my outfits. I don't have a photographer who does that for me, and there is reason why I don't. Okay, so for me personally, yes, this is work, yes, this is how I earn and everything, but at the end of the day, this is my passion. Okay, this is what I just love doing. And I think the day I start treating it as a job, as a work, is the day when I'll stop being so passionate about it. It might not happen that way. It's just in my brain that I don't want it to be something like, oh my god, today is shoot day. I don't want it to be like that. I want to be like, oh my god, today's shoot day. Yay. I want to be happy while doing it. If you don't follow me on my Instagram, you won't know this, but all of these videos that you've been seeing daily, I shoot at night time. So currently, as you can see on my phone, it's 3:49 a.m. It's not p.m., it's a.m. And I'm happy to wake up every single night to shoot these, because it's the happiness that I feel while working. I'm not doing it out of compulsion, ki "Arey, yaar, I have to post and everything," because I put it on myself. Like, no one asked me to do this. Like, this is not a 9 to 5 job where I have to submit the report every single day. I'm doing it because I love doing it. So, I want to keep it that way, and that's why I've kept everything very authentic. I don't have a manager who manages my expenses. I manage my expenses. I don't have a girl to fix my hair, to do this, to do that. I do everything by myself. So hairstyling I do by myself. So even this, no matter how novice it looks, I've done it by myself. So this is my team right here. I hope you like my teammates. I hope you don't find them too mundane, too boring. Yeah, so that's the team. That's who I have been working with since day one. A1 since day one. A question that a lot of you had was, how was my 2020? What did the lockdown teach me? The generic 2020 questions that we all have, right, about each other. Now, if I'm being honest, which I am being throughout the video, so there's no point in me saying that, but will I say that? Yes. If I'm being honest, when the lockdown happened, I didn't feel any difference in my lifestyle, because I'm already a work from home person. This is my room where I'm shooting, so I was already a work from home person, so it didn't affect me in that way. Yeah, my going out was cut down, but I voluntarily cut it down on 10th March itself. The lockdown happened on 24th. I didn't go out of my house since like 10th March, and I didn't go out till like August. So I voluntarily like shut myself in my home. And the only difference was that I couldn't go out, I couldn't travel. I was supposed to go to Italy on the 11th of March, but that of course did not happen. The only thing that I was doing extra was cooking. I was cooking a lot, and I was cooking a lot of junk, like all of us. So that was definitely there, but other than that, I didn't feel like there was anything different for me in 2020. I just was going through a lot mentally, in the sense that every single time I heard the news, it hurt me a lot, because there were so many old people who were dying. And as someone who was raised, literally, not, I wasn't raised, but I lived with all four of my grandparents under the same roof. I have a very, very soft corner for my grandparents. And yes, this is a permanent tattoo. A lot of people are asking about this. And what this is basically, again, digressing, because that's who I am as a person. I always tend to digress. So these are birth moons of my grandparents. So this is my Dadaji's birth moon, this is my Dadi's birth moon, this is my Nanaji's birth moon, and this is my Nani's birth moon. What a birth moon is what phase of the moon was on the day that someone is born. So this is a waning gibbous, waning crescent, and waning gibbous. So these are their birth moons, and I got them because I was really close to my grandparents. Like, my grandparents meant so much to me, and losing them was really hard. Again, this is something I shared on my Instagram, on my reels. I'll leave a link for that reel for you to check out, because I'm really proud of that reel. Like, that reel is something that I don't know. I watched that reel over and over again. I never watch my content again and again, because I don't like to do that. But that reel is something I'll constantly rewatch. So yep, it was a really difficult time, because I felt like there's so much pain in the world, and that was something that was taking a toll on me. Other than that, I didn't feel anything different in my life. And for what did I learn from it? I'm here talking to you about my life issues. That is what I learned from it. I took a lot of time in healing, because before that, I didn't get time to like stop, reflect, think about what's been hurting me constantly, letting things go. I've been letting things go, okay? And it's very difficult for me to let people, let things go. I don't do that. That's not in my nature. But in this lockdown, and because we're in a lockdown again, so I think it's going to be beneficial for me, because it's just gonna, I can continue that process, because when the lockdown lifted again, we went back to our older lifestyle, right? So when the lockdown happened, I gave myself some time to properly grieve over lost friendships, lost people, actual loss, and everything. I gave myself that time. I let myself properly heal and deal with things. So I think that was the biggest thing that I did in 2020 for myself. I let myself be. A question that I really wish I had an answer for you all is, will I ever create a beauty line, makeup or skincare? I really want to one day. Like, I see that as something that I want to do. I can't commit when, because I don't want to put myself under that much pressure. I already have like a merch company, and it's a hell of a task to run it. And COVID really didn't help it. We were relatively very young. We launched in August 2019, and shit went north in March. So we were already very young, and it did like really affect us. So I don't know if I'll be doing it, when I'll be doing it. I want to do it, yes, but I don't want to commit to something I might not able to be fulfill. Like, I don't want to say that yes, I'm going to be doing it, it'll come down in 2 years, whatever, and then in 2 years they're expecting something and it's not here. I get that right now I'm in my prime, so I should like capitalize off it. But I want to keep myself first. I want to ensure that my peace of mind is protected at all given times. So I want to do that. I just can't commit when will I do that, or if I will do that. Another question that a lot of you had is on my positive attitude towards life. Like, how do I maintain a positive attitude? I don't. No one can. If someone tells you that they're always positive, they're lying, because there are going to be times when you are just going to feel let down, when you're going to feel what's the point of doing what you're doing and all of that. There's just so much fake positivity online that I almost feel bad sometimes for not being positive, for not being motivated, for not being, for not working hard enough. I feel bad because there are people online who are just promoting that sense of fake positivity so much. And it takes a toll on you again, because you feel like you're not enough while you are so much enough. I think I've said this a lot of times in my videos throughout the lockdown of 2020, that just surviving is enough right now. You don't need to be productive, you don't need to lose weight, you don't need to be working out right now. You're surviving a pandemic, and that is enough. Staying home is enough, and I would still maintain it. Like, just going through this is enough. It's difficult. Like, there are people who are in a toxic household. For them to stay indoors when their only escape was going to their college or going for their work, it's difficult for people. So I'm honestly very blessed that I come from a healthy family. I stay in a very healthy environment where I don't have a lot of restrictions on me. I can do whatever I do. Like, there are people who ask me like, don't your parents scold you? Yeah, they're concerned for my health, that I don't sleep and all of that, but they never tell me what I can or cannot do. Like, obviously not in a way that they're like, jo karna hai karo. Obviously not that, but what I'm saying is that when it comes to my work, they know that I know what I'm doing is the best for me. So yeah, so I'm honestly blessed that way, but not a lot of people are. So just surviving is enough. You don't need to be always positive, you don't always need to be motivated. You're surviving this, which is more than enough. Surprisingly, a lot of you guys wanted to know about my makeup collection, why I don't shoot it anymore, and you want to see my makeup collection. Just because of the number of people who said who want to see my makeup collection, I might do it this year. Again, no promises, I might do it this year. But I did my last makeup collection in 2017. I still get comments on that one till date, and some are really vile. It doesn't affect me that much, I'll be honest, because I'm used to like getting some trolls here and there. But there were some points like a lot of people felt like it's like people feel inadequate that I have so much and they don't. And while that's never my motive is never to show it off. You know, that back in the day, collections was just a thing that you shared, like how you share with your friends. I've bought this new thing, that's a haul. I already have these things, that's a collection. So it was just like a friend thing, like sharing with your friends what you already have. It was never meant to be a show off. But I get it how it can come across that way. So I stopped doing collections for a bit. I have done some here and there. I try to do some of them because a lot of you guys love it. So maybe this year we'll do a makeup collection. Who knows? And now that I have like a proper makeup wardrobe, it's not a vanity, it's a literal wardrobe, makeup wardrobe. I might take you through it this year. Let's see. I've been talking since an hour and a half. I don't even know what all shit I've said. And the last question we are going to take for the day is, why do I not share my weight loss secret? I did in the past, and I think I did that because I was kiddish, okay? I don't think I'm qualified enough to talk about weight loss and how you should be doing it because everybody is so different. I never intended for weight loss. 3 years ago in 2018, I gave up dairy, sugar, and gluten because I was just not feeling healthy, and that resulted in me being transformed completely. I started working out and all of that. I did do keto here and there. Keto is not a lifestyle that I follow. The lifestyle I follow is gluten-free, sugar-free, vegan. That is what I follow as a lifestyle, and that is something that is sustainable too. I think just cutting out sugar also really, really helps. And I do work out. So sometimes I'll do some programs that I find online, like Chloe Ting, Pamela, Ralph, I don't know how to pronounce his surname. So sometimes I'll do that. Other times I just do running, which is very different for me. Like, I could never run in the past. Like, I just couldn't do running, but now I run. And I just pass my time while watching some YouTube videos alongside so that, you know, I don't get bored of running in the same place because I do run at home. I don't go out for running, I run at home. So that is my weight loss secret, that there is no secret. It took time. It's been 3 years that I've left all of that. Of course, I've had cheat days here and there, but overall, it's been 3 years that I don't take sugar, dairy, or gluten. And that is it, guys. This was a really long catch up, overdue but long, and I'm exhausted. I think you would be too now, so I'm not gonna make this any longer. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love you all so much, so much. You guys have no clue about it. Please take care of yourselves, stay home, stay safe. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. Mwah. Bye.